What's up, guys? Look, I know I've said I'm back 100 times at this point, but over the last 6 or 7 months, I've been much more consistent with my training. I've stayed super healthy, and this time things just feel different. And so I'm super stoked to share with you guys some exciting things that we have coming ahead. All right, so let's talk goals. What are we up to? So for 2026, I've got kind of 3 big running goals that I want to focus on. The first being I want to run around 1,800 miles this year, which is a pretty big step up from the roughly 700 miles I ran last year, but is obviously, still quite a bit of ways from the kind of volume I used to run back in my vlogging, like kind of when this channel was having more regular video content. So this is both progress, significant progress, but also a bit of a rebuild, trying to get back to kind of the old fitness levels as much as I can. My second big goal is I want to race more. I want to race about 3 to 5 times this year. I haven't raced at all really since 2021. And so, I want to take significant strides forward in terms of racing, with my big A race being the Sonoma Fall Classic Trail Marathon in the middle of October, which will be, just a really sick event. Stoked to get out there and do it. And give it a crack. And then my last goal is kind of centered around getting out and exploring more. I want to both summit Mount Humphreys here in Flagstaff, which is the highest peak in Arizona. And then I also want to get out into the Grand Canyon more, explore there more. Want to traverse roughly 100 miles of trail in the Grand Canyon throughout the course of the year. So just being more thoughtful and more intentional with getting out and exploring a bit more.
Man, it's so hard being here at the same time, missing the plot, as if it's not that big of a deal. We're here at the same time. This little planet of mine, planet of ours.
And so you might be wondering, why? Why these goals? Why are these important to me? Or why now? And, since moving back to the U.S. in June of 2025, I have, felt healthier, and I've been more consistent with my training than any time probably in the last 5 years. And so, being able to prioritize training more while still fitting in kind of the other things, both professionally and personally in my life, has really taken shape. That's really just given me the confidence to dream big, see what we can do again.
Not much for answers, is there? Came into work with a green cap, just a regular quick grab.
Now, I'm not exclusively chasing front of the pack performances and fast times like I used to back when I was fit and regularly recording these vlogs. Obviously, yeah, like I'm curious to see if I can get there, if I can, you know, get back to consistent training and be competitive again. But if not, like, that's okay. That's not necessarily what it's all about for me. If I'm not competitive again, it's really the process and the adventures and experiences and memories that I make along the way that's kind of what really fills my cup. So, like, it's kind of what it's all about for me. I can't wait to just continue to take you guys along on this adventure.